Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Thirsty Thursday Live. This is our time to quench our thirst for knowledge, insight, and soul truth. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me. My name is Michelle. I'm a spiritual empowerment coach, mindset mentor, and Reiki master. And today we're diving into something that can truly shift the way you think, feel, and show up in the world, right? This is the law of vibration. And I want to talk a little bit too about the powerful sub law of the law of attraction. Now, if you've been following me for a while, or if you know me, you know that I am really passionate about energy, right? And how we show up in the world, how our thoughts and feelings, emotions, right? How they shape our experience, and how we can intentionally raise our vibration to attract more of what we desire. Today we're going to explore these powerful laws and how they can play out in our lives, right? Along with a personal story of mine where I got to see these principles in action in the most incredible way. So let's start with the basics, okay? The law of vibration. This universal law tells us that everything in the universe is in a constant state of vibration, right? Everything is in motion, from the air we breathe to the thoughts we think to the emotions we feel. It's all energy. And this energy moves in different frequencies, okay? So this is where it gets really interesting, because our thoughts, emotions, and actions all have a vibration. And you have control over that vibration. Every moment of your day, you are emitting energy out into the world. And this energy either aligns with positivity, abundance, prosperity, or with negativity and lack. Right? So when you're operating at a higher frequency, when you're feeling good, when you're having a vibration of love and gratitude and joy, right? That's where things begin to flow effortlessly. Right? When you're in alignment with the things that you really want to attract. And this brings us to the law of attraction, right? Which is actually a sub-law of the law of vibration. So the law of attraction states that like attracts like. The energy you put out into the world is what you're going to attract back. So if you're constantly operating at that higher frequency of love and joy and gratitude, right, you're going to attract more of that into your life. You're going to attract in more things to be grateful for. And on the flip side of that, if you're constantly vibrating in fear or scarcity or frustration, those are the types of the situations and people that you're going to attract in. It really is about being mindful, right, of the frequency that you're sending out and making sure it aligns with what you want, not what you don't want, right? Make sure it aligns with what you want to bring more into your life. So let me share with you a personal story that's going to perfectly illustrate how the law of vibration and the law of attraction worked together for me. Okay, so a few years ago, I found myself stranded on the side of the road for 3 days during a road trip. It wasn't planned. It certainly wasn't ideal, but I'm telling you, it became one of the most powerful experiences of my life. Now, I had a choice to make. Okay, I could live in fear. I could have caved and given in to that fear. I could have spiraled into frustration or panic, maybe even a little bit of anger, because I was in the middle of nowhere without a lot of options, and things were not looking too great on the surface. But here's what I did. I chose to stay calm. I chose to raise my vibration and maintain a positive, grounded energy. I focused on the fact that everything would work out to my favor. I didn't let the fear control me. Instead, I affirmed that I was attracting in the right people, the right circumstances. I trusted that the universe was working behind the scenes to align everything perfectly for me. And let me tell you, within a matter of a really short period of time, some amazing things started to happen. People, strangers even, right, started showing up out of nowhere. They started offering me help, sharing food, giving me directions, and even just offering kind words. It was like the universe had opened up the floodgates for these high vibrating humans to show up exactly at the right time. Every time I thought about how this was unfolding, I had this deep knowing. I knew that the reason this was all working out was because I was staying in a higher frequency. I wasn't allowing myself to succumb to the fear, right? I was vibrating in trust and in gratitude and in openness. And because of that, I was attracting in people who were also vibrating at that higher frequency. People who were aligned with the energy that I was putting out. And by the end of the third day, I was back on my way, and the whole experience felt like divine intervention. I was so grateful for the support and the kindness of these people who showed up for me. It was a powerful reminder that when we maintain a high vibration, even in challenging circumstances, we can attract exactly what we need. Now, you might be wondering, how can this apply to me, Michelle? Well, let me tell you something. These laws aren't just for me. They are for you. They apply to everyone. Everyone. You have the power to raise your vibration and attract in more of what you want. Whether it's more love, more abundance, more opportunities, more amazing people in your life. When you elevate your energy, you are creating the space to attract those things in. And here's what I want you to remember. No matter what your current circumstances look like, you can shift your vibration at any given moment. You can choose to focus on what's working. You can choose gratitude. And you can choose to trust that the universe has your back. Now, I know that when you align your thoughts and emotions with the energy of abundance, joy, and trust, you'll see things starting to shift in your life. Right? Things that you never even thought possible. So I encourage you to think about your own vibration today. What frequency are you putting out into the world? Are you aligning with what you want to attract? Because if not, what can you shift right now to raise your frequency? Drop a comment below and share with me how you're going to raise your vibration today. Or send me a message if you want to dive deeper into how these laws work and how you can apply them into your life. And as always, thank you for being here and being part of this amazing community. Keep your vibration high, keep trusting the process, and keep attracting in what you deserve. Have an amazing day, my friends.